Hitting old Quaker Lake again. It's been a while. We've stocked it with a ton of trout lately, so see if we can get some to hit. Bites. There we go. Oh, and I missed him. There we go. Oh, he's off. There we go. Alright, we actually landed one finally. It's about the same size that they stocked in here this year, I reckon. Seem to have a preference for that Phoebe. There we go. Little things are fighters, that's for sure. Alright, buddy. Just another one. I'm bringing it now. Playing the jigging game. This feels a little bit bigger. That one's a little bit bigger. Might actually get the net for him. Oh, it might be hooked in the top fin. I think that's why it's fighting weird. Snagged him. Alright. I wonder if he was going for it. Sorry, buddy. I'm trying to snag him. I know it kind of probably looks it, but that jigging method actually works really good for triggering strikes. There we go. I think we finally figured out the pattern. Gotta jig it. Unless this one's foul hooked again. If we keep foul hooking them, we'll change the pattern. It might be. Alright, we're snagging these things. We better stop with that method. Whoa. Alright, buddy. Go on. There we go. It's our biggest of the day. It's a legal hook anyway. Our biggest legal fish of the day. Oh. What on earth? Sorry about that, buddy. I'm feeling you partially did that to yourself, but he's all tangled up. He is all tangled. There we go. Alright, see ya. Well, even though I'm getting plenty of action here, and I'm sure if I pulled out the trout magnet or the minnows, we'd really slay these stock trout here. Not seeing any big ones. I think we're going to move on. I want to check out the other side of the spillway here. I know as soon as I leave the spot, people are going to take my spot because the trout are in here, but that's okay. I'm ready to move on and have a change of scenery. Well, as I predicted, those kids took my spot, and now they're catching trout. I'm okay with that. I was getting bored of the stock trout. This is the highest I've ever seen the spillway. Check it out. It goes right up, dumping right into the Allegheny Reservoir. Water is falling directly into the reservoir today. Wild. Well, I just had a big old freaking trout follow in the super fluke. So now we're going to try a spoon. Holy cow, he actually startled me. And that trout legitimately startled me. Oh yeah, he's swiping, he's swiping. He's swiping at it. I'm not hitting it though. Bigger trout on this side of the spillway, I reckon. Okay, well, I saw what I think was a trout jump from up there. So I gotta take a couple casts down here. I can't resist. It's so high that I can net the fish from right here where I'm standing. It's never been that high before. It's crazy. Looks too chill down here not to take a few casts. There's like 100 people at the outlet. I assume this was gonna be crowded too. I would have came here way sooner if I'd have known no one was down here. Trout. Don't break me off now. Alright. I'm recording, right? Yeah, I'm recording. Alright, we finally ended the day with a decent fish. That's what I was hoping for, a big one. That's why I left fish to find fish. It was a dangerous game we played today. But I think it paid off. There's definitely not as many fish up here at the inlet as there was at the outlet. But the fish that are here at the inlet I think are bigger. Well, clearly. Clearly. If I land them. I only got, I'm throwing this on the ultralight pole. It's like 4-pound test or something like that. I had the net with me the whole time at the last spot. I got a little spot here I can doctor him pretty easy, I think. Good thing he's not much bigger than this. And you're just gonna have to tire him right out. We'll get him in eventually. It's fun fighting him on ultralight tackle. And these are stock fish that are more than likely gonna die come summer anyway, so, you know, I'm overplaying it if this was a steelhead or something. Granted, people do fish for steelhead on 4-pound test as well. Hopefully you don't wear out my knot. I had a better spot to beach him over there. I'm scared to bring him over these logs. Maybe if I can get him in here without getting him stuck. There we go. I think we got him now. We got him now. All right, buddy. Hand on him. I consider him caught. I consider him caught. I didn't want to get a measurement of him, but I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, no, he's gone. I want to call him officially caught. I think we can now. Let's see if I can keep his gill in the water and get a picture. See, one time I don't bring a net down with me. Alrighty. Alright, buddy. Off you go. Whew. I wanted to make sure I was able to call him landed, so I had to wrestle him onto the shore. Oh. You gonna make it, buddy? There he goes. He's trying to find his way out of here now. There he goes, back out to sea. I am soaked. I am soaked. You know, I mean, I had that split-second decision there where it's like, do I let him go, or do I actually get him on shore for a second and get a picture? I know how my family is. They would say it wasn't caught if I didn't, like, the rule is, you know, you need to be able to take a picture with it. If you decline the photo, then it still counts. And I don't know. I made sure that I had him in a situation where I was able to take a photo so I could officially count it. Well, I'll be darned if I didn't just get another head. Thinks there's big trout in here. Oh yeah. Well, I'll be darned. Big trout are in all of a sudden. Alright, I'm gonna make my final cast here. Stopping at this spot turned out to be a good thing. We took a little bit of a risk in leaving fish to try and find fish at the end here. Of course, had the net with me all day long. The only time I didn't have the net with me was casting here. I just grabbed my 2 poles and ran down here while no one was here. And once you know, that's when we hook into the big trout. I thought, you know, I'd be able to beach it easy enough, but the water level is way up here, so. But we got it landed. Like I said in the last video, I'd rather need it and not have it than have it and not need it. And it seems like every time I don't bring the net, that's when I hook the big fish. Anyway, I had fun here. Ended on a high note with that big trout, and we caught tons of little trout on the other end of the lake. Fun afternoon of fishing. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. We'll catch you in the next adventure.